Today we are doing 7th grade math, lesson 5 from chapter 5. We're simplifying algebraic expressions. All right, so identifying parts of an expression. When addition or subtraction signs separate an algebraic expression into parts, each part is called a term. Recall the numerical factor of a term that contains a variable is called the coefficient of the variable. So let's put this in English. Basically, let's say I have 2x plus 7 plus 5 plus 3x. Every single thing separated by an operation. In this case, they're all addition. These are all terms. The number in front of a variable when it's being multiplied is known as the coefficient. So in this case, 2x, the coefficient is 2. 3x, the coefficient is 3. Like terms contain the same variables, so the same powers. For example, 3x squared and negative 7x squared are like terms. So are 8xy squared and 12xy squared. But 10x squared z and 22x z squared are not like terms because the x is squared and in this case the z is squared. So they don't have the same variables to the same power. Any term without a variable is called a constant. Constant also are like terms. So in this case, in order to simplify this, I would combine my like terms. 2x and 3x are like terms because they both have an x and they're both to the same power. There's no power there. So this would become 5x. And then the numbers that don't have a variable, these are both constants, are like terms also, and I'll combine them to make 12. So this giant line of 4 terms becomes this when I simplify, and that is combining like terms. Now it's very important that you add in the symbol in front of it. In this case, this was all adding, so I just add them all together. But let's say this. For the sake of this question, this is 2x minus 7 plus 5 plus 3x. So again, I would combine my like terms, 2x and positive 3x. That would make 5x. Because again, this is positive because there's no negative in front of it. And then I would combine negative 7 because it's minus 7 and positive 5. Negative 7 plus 5 is the same thing as saying 5 plus negative 7 or just 5 minus 7, which would be negative 2. So this would become 5x minus 2 in this case because there was no addition right there. So again, when you combine the like terms, it's very important that you bring in the symbol in front of it. An algebraic expression is in simplest form if it has no like terms and no parentheses. Use the distributive property to combine like terms. So if there is one that has a distributive property, you would need to do that first in order to simplify it. So let's see. Let's see if there's an example of that. There is no example of that exactly, but let's do a few of these. We've got 9y minus 4 minus 11y plus 7. We're going to combine like terms. Now, when you combine like terms, the variables are going to be the first ones to be there first. So again, I have 9y, which means this is positive 9y because there was no negative symbol in front of it, minus 11y, which will give me negative 2y because 9 minus 11 will be negative 2. Then I have negative 4 and positive 7. Same thing as saying 7 minus 4, which would be 3. Therefore, it'll be positive 3. Negative 2y plus 3 is my simplified answer for that expression. Oh, forgot to erase the... There we go. And then this example, I've got 3x, positive 3x, and negative 3x. When I take those together, I'll get 0x. I like saying 0x. If you just don't put anything, that's fine. Then I've got positive 2 and negative 10. That'll be negative 8. So some may say this is 0x minus 8. Some may just say it's just negative 8. Either one of those answers is correct because we know 0 times x is going to be 0. So I just leave the x there because, again, these will eventually become functions and you plug a number in for x to solve it. So no matter what x equals, because 0 is right here, it'll still be 0. So it's up to you. You want to put it as 0 negative 8. Sorry, 0x minus 8. You can, or if you just want to put it as negative 8, that is also appropriate. So to recap, remember when you combine like terms, you're combining every number that has the same variable to the same power. In this case, these are not to a power. All variables go first in your new expression, and you're going to go put them in alphabetical order. So if you have more than one variable, if this were x and y combined, we would put x first and then y next. And then our constants, which are just the numbers by themselves, at the end. And be very careful when you combine the symbols. Remember, with a positive and negative, you get a different answer. This has been Mr. P. I'll catch you guys on the next one.